What a great pleasure it is to be here at the inaugural Leading Culture Destination Awards.
Because we're all here tonight to not only honor the leading culture destinations for the arts around the world, but also to celebrate the massive shift that has taken place within them, turning them into cutting-edge 21st century institutions.
If you don't mind, I think what Mona's trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen, is that museums have become, well, for want of a better word, sexy.
Well, I guess I am.
Exactly. And ultimately, it's you guys here that have been instrumental in that. And that's what we're here to celebrate, your achievements.
But museums haven't always been considered sexy. Indeed, it is quite amazing how they've changed over the last number of years. The German philosopher Hegel once defined art as the sensuous presentation of ideas. And where that had once been lost, it has now most certainly been found.
Because I don't know about you, Mona, but as a child, I was taken to pretty much every museum under the sun. My grandfather, God bless him, dragged me around 204 of them in 1 year alone. He was 80 years old. He could barely walk, and the museums were massive. As you can imagine, it made for a long summer. Now, at that time, as I remember it, most of the displays were gathering layers upon layers of dust, as was, I'm afraid to say, most of the food on offer. And the only form of interactive experience I can recall was being consistently shushed by a very angry member of the Women's Institute.
Oh, come on, George, surely you've got better memories than that.
Afraid not.
No.
No.
I remember some wonderful times being in museums as a child. I used to love the pharaohs in the British Museum.
Yeah, well, you're very lucky, Mona. Yeah, because to be honest, my most vivid memory of being in a culture destination as a child was being chucked out of the Science Museum with my best friend Ricky Camilleri for throwing water on the French exchange students. True story. True story.
Yes, well, museums are very different places now. They've become institutions that can change the fortunes of entire cities. They've transformed into social as well as artistic hubs where people meet on a daily basis to garner inspiration, discuss ideas, and map out new and exciting visions of the future.
You're damn right, Mona. Quite frankly, you guys have seriously upped your game. It's a wonder to behold. In fact, nowadays, so transformed are these museums, you can hardly drag me away from them. And I think I can speak for both of us here.
That's right.
When I say it's a rare day that either of us leave the bosom of any number of the world's leading culture destinations. They are that exciting. Let me give you an example. You go in. You whack on your Google goggles. You have a 10-minute interactive discussion with a three-dimensional Van Gogh played by Christian Bale as you segue along 40 acres of smooth Carrara marble, the grain of which is so perfectly matched it has sent two of Zaha Hadid's assistants certifiably insane. All the while, you're eating your Joel Robuchon amuse-bouche from a Joseph Durand designed tray before disembarking at the Rosetta Stone for a one-on-one with Marina Abramovich, who plugs you in, Matrix style, to an ESSO-sponsored history of renewable energy and Western art narrated by none other than David Bowie. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're here, and that's why these places are important. Would you not agree, Mona?
I certainly do agree, George.
Of course you would.